Hi everyone. I want to make a video to the Christian Apologists because there are a couple of questions they should answer and should think about. And one of the basic questions to me is why do true Christians save themselves for marriage? Why don't they have their sex debut before marriage? I mean, Solomon, he had over 135 wives, and when you think about it more closely, why do true Christians not murder their siblings? I mean, the kids of even Adam, they have children with each other, and let's say that if you pass away, you're going to heaven. I mean, the sky kind of cold. Why don't they? I mean, it. I mean, the sky is cold, so they should be freezing if they are there. And if people are going to Inferno, how will they get there? There aren't any tunnels to hell. And I have so many questions to ask because the Bible says it is okay with slavery. So why don't you promote slavery, Christians? And the God from the Old Testament, he was just, I mean, he didn't like women so much because if a man, I don't like, I mean, if a man molests a woman, he can buy her for 50, how do you say it, 50 coins without her consent. That doesn't make any sense. And, there are so many questions that you can ask them, but the apologists, they will just come up with excuses. And I just want them to think about this because there is incest in the Bible, and there is still people who think the Bible is so holy, but I mean, it is so bloody. The Bible is one of the bloodiest books there is, and people still want to be guided by the Bible. But Christians, if your God has foreknowledge and knows everything, why didn't he write about atomic bombs, about the atomic bombs? And why didn't he write or mention the world wars? I mean, if I would be if I wouldn't be a loving God, I would actually warn people, because the atomic bombs and other catastrophes, I would warn them so they can be prepared. Don't you think? I mean, and one of the biggest question that humanity has is if there is life outside this planet and other places in the universe. I wouldn't actually answer that question if I was a god, because it would be interesting just to know if there is life in other places in the universe, in other galaxies, in other solar systems. But please, Christians, just think about this question, because if you are an awful person. If you have been a horrible person in your life, you shouldn't be able to go to the sky of your belief. And what about other animals? Just think about the dogs. Speaking about dogs, why do some Christian families own dogs when dogs are being described in a bad way? They are being described as horrible, evil creatures that roams the street during the night. And I think that is so sad, because dogs, they are loving creatures. And let's say that other animals kill to survive or murder other creatures to survive. That's in their nature. But does that mean that they are going to their hell or their sky? I mean, you have to be able to question a couple of fundamental things. And dogs are family members. They will always love you. It doesn't matter what people think about them. They are pure companions to us humans. They will love us. And the reason I'm making this video is that one of my family members, he was put to death yesterday, and today is the 11th of May. I don't know if you can see, but 11th of May. I don't know why I showed you, but anyway, yesterday, the 10th of May 2023, one of my family members was being put to death. And he was a Vulpino Italiano, a dog. And why would a loving God let one of his own creations be born with a defect? Because my family member had a water skull. That means that it's just a brain defect. And during his last year, he was really sick. He was going to be 11 years old now in May, and he got very sick the last year. So why would a loving God allow that to happen? I mean, why are people being born with how do you say it? With disabilities? Why are people being born with disabilities? I mean, a loving God wouldn't allow that to happen. Don't you think, Christians? Because that's not right. I mean, that's kind of psychopathy. That's a psychopath would things like that to happen, allow that to happen. But yeah, the Bible is so messed up. Because why do people see Samson as a hero when he murdered innocent children? There is a video in YouTube called Noah's Ark, the real story, and I asked a Christian this, and I asked her, why do Christians see Samson as a hero when he murdered innocent children at his death? What did they do to deserve that? And then she just wrote to me, so you think that just because there is a story in the Bible, I don't remember the exact words, but she wrote something like this. he destroyed the sinners. Please educate yourself. And I just wrote to her, no, you educate yourself. And then I mentioned my family members. I mean, this was during the last week, and I wrote to her, no, I mean, I wrote about my family members' death, that he was going to be put to death. And she didn't answer my questions. And then the next message, I wrote the same thing, that science shows that there are no heaven or no hell. I myself, I am an atheist because I can see the flaws with every story and every holy book. Because the Bible is actually so bloody. You won't be surprised if you would know every single story. Just take Noah's Ark. Why would a loving God eliminate his own creatures? He murdered billions of animals. That's not that loving, Christians. And how do you know that you are going to heaven or hell if you have never been there? You don't know, do you? You have just been taught that since birth, since your early childhood. That is why you believe this. So don't say that as a fact. Don't judge other people to hell just because they're not Christians like you. That's so judgmental. That's so close-minded thinking. And to the Christian, I'm going this to her. I'd rather save my life to save my family members' life. I mean, the Vulpino Italiano, the dog. I've got to her that I'd rather save his life with my own death so he can survive, so he doesn't need to be in pain, because he made our family happier. And now he's dead. Anyway, but the thing that comforts me with his death is actually he was he had a really good life. He was happy. He was loved by all of us in my beloved family, and he's not suffering now. Plus, when I turned 31 years old, I got a tattoo of his name. If you see, Demon, here, Demon. This is eternal love to Demon. Because I mean, most people know that dogs, they don't live that long. Their lifespan is shorter than us humans. But they are the most loyal creatures in this world, and we humans don't deserve them. Humanity as a whole is just a bloody species, but dogs, they do care so much about us, or at least the Vulpino Italiano, my family member. So please answer these questions. Answer these questions and think about it. Guy with the YouTube name Fateful Slave inspired me to make this video. Just think about these questions and try to answer them for yourself. Bye.